Namaste students, I am Javin Dr. Ashish Mahmud Khan. Today I am going to discuss about the topic toll-like receptors. What are toll-like receptors? So in the previous video I have discussed about pathogen associated molecular patterns. So these pathogen associated molecular patterns are recognized by specific receptors which are known as the pathogen recognition receptors. In these pathogen recognition receptors, some of the receptors which are known as the toll-like receptors are important in identifying some specific kinds of uh, macromolecules such as proteins, lipids, carbohydrate molecules from in from bacteria. So these toll-like receptors identify the microbiological components which and these toll-like receptors are present in the host. These toll-like receptors in insect, mammals, and plants are key players in that sense the invasion of pathogens. Toll-like receptors in mammals have been established to detect specific components of bacterial and fungal pathogens. Toll-like receptor is a part of innate immune system and it facilitates recognition of pathogens by help of pathogen recognition regions. It is present on essential cells like macrophages, dendritic cells, and a few non-immune cells like human choroidal melanocytes. Toll-like receptor recognize certain pathogen-associated molecular patterns present on the microbiological. Bacteria cannot mutate the PMP region to protect itself from TLR as it is integral for its structure. So these uh, pathogen-associated molecular patterns are unique to particular kind of microorganisms because they can mutate its molecular structure, but they cannot change their some specific structures because these structures will protect the particular kind of microorganisms such as bacteria, fungi. So, upon ligand binding, TLR activates host defense genes. These pathways are coupled with the nuclear translocation of the transcription factors. And now discuss about the history of the TLR. TLR began with the discovery of phagocytic cells and interleukin 1 in 1940, and homology between interleukin 1R1 and Drosophila toll was found in the 1991 by Janeway and colleagues, and this led to the discovery of a human toll in 1997. This is the structure of a toll-like receptor, which is found in the host. The toll-like receptor family now consists of 10 members, TLR1 to TLR, means TLR1, TLR2, TLR3, TLR4, TLR5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. The cytoplasmic portion of the toll-like receptor shows high similarity to that of the interleukin 1. Interleukin 1 is a cytokine. So they are similar to interleukin 1 receptor family and is now called the toll IL-1 receptor domain. The interleukin 1 receptor possesses an Ig-like domain. Ig means they are like antibody type domain and toll-like receptor bear leucine-rich zipper repeat in the extracellular domain. So they have leucine-rich repeats in their structure. This is the diagram of some toll-like receptor, including type 1, type 2, type 3, TLR3. This is the structure of TLR3. This is the structure of TLR4. It is TLR1, 2, 6, 7, 6, and 10. The structure based on the region CD3, CD regions, that is CD36 region, and TLR5 toll-like receptor number 5, which have different kinds of binding regions. TLR ligands, various ligands can bind to toll-like receptor and activate the signaling pathway. These ligands are part of pathogenic microbes. They are part of a super family with 10 types of TLR to which different ligands bind. These are the different pathogen-associated molecular patterns and their receptors. For example, LPS is a lipopolysaccharide, is a pathogen found in the pathogen most gram-negative bacteria, and essential ligand is lipid A, and receptor which detect this lipopolysaccharide is LVP CD14 T toll-like receptor 4, toll-like receptor 2. So these are the receptors which identify the lipopolysaccharide of gram-negative bacteria. Similarly, lipoproteins are identified by toll-like receptor number 2. Peptidoglycan is identified by CD14 receptor and toll-like receptor number 2. Lipopolic acid is identified by toll-like receptor number 2 and toll-like receptor number 4. Uh, lipo. So these are the different classes which are identified by these toll-like receptors. Now discuss about the different types of toll-like receptor. Toll-like receptor number 1 to 10 are the different types. TLR 1 to 6 recognize lipoprotein acid from gram-positive organism. Toll-like receptor number 2 in specifically recognize lipopolysaccharide and identified by TLR1 and 6. Macrophages from toll-like receptor number 6 deficient mice did not produce any CD36 on its surface. TLR number 1 deficient mice reacted with diacyl but not triacyl lipopeptide because it cannot bind to it. Now TLR3 it recognized double-stranded DNA produced during viral replication. So it is important because it identifies the viral genes. Next, toll-like receptor number 4, it is the lipopolysaccharide receptor and transducase signals. LP-LBP complex is formed during association with the CD14 on the macrophages. MD2, a secreted protein, reacts with extracellular region of the TLR4. TLR5 is recognized the flagella which is present in the bacteria. Similarly, TLR7 is used in the treatment of infectious disease and it acts as an antiviral imidazolinols that is against HPV. Now TLR9 helps in the recognition of cpgDNA. cpgDNA recognizes endosome after non-specific uptake into the cells. Now toll-like receptor number 10, it has an anti-inflammatory reactions. And in the toll-like receptor number 11, it uh, is present on monocyte and macrophages and dendritic cells. So it also recognize the different types of microorganisms. Different TLR activities include the TLR products against a variety of diseases like TLR3 help and protects from herpes simplex encephalitis, TLR2 from protect us from leprosy, Lyme disease, tuberculosis, colorectal leg cancer, and TLR5 Legionella disease, resistance to sexually transmitted disease and SLE, and TLR7 protect us from anti-tumor and antiviral properties. Now, these TLR can be used for the future product prospectors. because they have some special properties for production of some special kind of the vaccine called adjuvants, and they can be used in the antiviral therapy, they can be used for the neurotoxic infections, they can be used to treat atherosclerosis, and they also be can be used for the treatment of Parkinson's and Alzheimer's disease, and they can be used to treat multiple sclerosis and neurodegenerative diseases. So these are the components of the toll-like receptor. So our lecture is over here. Thank you very much.